What's going on, everybody? So this is Garrett here from evchargerfast.com, and I just put on this tow hitch, 2-inch tow hitch, and this 600-pound motorcycle carrier. I'm going to do a review of the carrier and the install. So I videoed all that, so you'll obviously see that in an earlier video. I'm just looking at how much the car is like leaning down with that on it. I am impressed so far. I really like the quality. Very well built, very simple to put together. The screws were already captured wherever they needed to go. And this is the ramp. You take the ramp off and it gets connected to this side when you want to move the bike. So I was putting the bike up and down by myself. I noticed that until I adjusted it, like the instructions showed, my headlight on here. The instructions showed, you know, certain holes to put some of the brackets on, but this one definitely was adjusted. Like, this was the original hole it said to use, but I noticed that it was, you know, not touching the wheel here. So I took the bike off and I just moved it up 2 spaces, and it's really locked in there. It's really locked in there. This is a 650 scooter motorcycle, but it's a perfect Miami bike. This bike will go 130 miles an hour, and all I have is this one tie wrapped around going to that, and then I have these nice handlebar ties I'm kind of glad I got now. Really strong here. So that's tied down. So I ended up using this Rhino. I like them. Medium duty ratchet tie down straps. What I liked about them, how they release. You know, the cheap tie wrap straps you get from like Home Depot, they're hard to release sometimes under pressure. And then this is the Canyon Dancer bar harness too. You can see that this is where this piece is. So I got all this on Amazon. I did have some difficulty with the trailer hitch from U-Haul. When I originally bought the trailer hitch from U-Haul, they sent me the wrong package, and it was a little bit confusing because it wasn't labeled properly and it got mixed up with some other packages. So I had to return it because it wasn't what was ordered, and then in reordering it went up $100. So I was a little disappointed in that. But overall, we'll see. Now you can see got a little gap here, but it looks like this is going to damage my finish on my LEXUS. So I'll put something there. And this is a piece that I was missing. So this gets threaded down. This is the ramp, right? So that comes up. Here's the little pins that you put on the other end. Very simple one-man operation here. Because really, once I adjusted this, and when I put the bike on, it really sat and squatted there. Now, when I first did it, it wasn't adjusted right. It was back here, and the bike was, I had to have my wife literally hold the bike as I was going around to try and tie it down. But we'll see. Now, my other concern is how wide this thing is, man. Look at it literally lowering down, huh? I wonder if I'm gonna get pulled over in that. You know what though? And then taking over someone, you know, passing with this sticking out as much as it is. But wife and I want to go to St. Augustine. We're in Miami, so instead of riding this thing all the way up to St. Augustine, we will drive up, get a hotel, and enjoy the bike. And you know what, really, my cover, it looks like my cover can go right over this, right? I could squeeze my cover over the bike, and maybe the cover can help with this touching here. But this was the biggest Class 3. Class 3 is rated up to 600 pounds. Class 2 is rated up to 500 pounds. So this is a Class 3, 600 pound rated trailer carrier, and it's got these nice. These are nice. So, with this bike on the back, it's making my backup sensors think there's a car behind me, and it's stopping automatically while I'm in reverse, like it's thinking I'm gonna hit someone. All right, well, at least the noise went away. So let's see what we got here. Let's give it a little bit of a go around here. This is my parking garage at the Reach, Brickell City Center. It's amazing here. Let's see what we got. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do a little herky-jerky here to simulate like real driving. Let's see what happens here, right? Here's the back. Let's see if you can see what's happening. Let me jam on the brake. Okay. Let me take off. Alright, hit the brake hard again. Seems like braking hard is when you take off, what's really pulling away from the bike. But that thinks it's fine, man. It's rated for 600 pounds. My bike is like 590 pounds or something. So if you have a smaller scooter, this thing's excellent. So I would say I've hit pretty much the capacity of the weight limit of this motorcycle carrier. I'm gonna call it a scooter carrier, not a motorcycle carrier. That's how they do it. Boom. $11, man, to get on this lane. They have congestion pricing for the express lane here in Miami. Everywhere in Miami's tolls, man. So anyway, the bike is doing good. It's hanging out in the back. I'm in the express lane. I'm ready to give it some gas. I definitely can feel it, especially accelerating, and I do feel the bounce of the weight. And when I went out of my parking deck, I noticed I bottomed out a little bit on the back of the trailer. But other than that, man, I'm pretty impressed.